55-year-old Xu Ziqiang regularly gets letters from prisoners in Taiwan complaining of injustices. They write to him seeking help, believing he will understand. Xu spent 12 years on death row here for the kidnap and murder of a businessman, a crime he did not commit. He says that every night in his cell he would dress in smart clothes prepared by his family, awaiting his execution.
台湾老一辈有一个传统，就是你人死了，身上要走，身上那一套衣服要新的，因为台湾是没有通知你什么时候要执行，所以你每天都有可能他来带你去执行。大概10点多，主管会跟你说啊，今天应该没有，可以睡觉，他再拖下来。
Now exonerated, the former truck driver works for a non-profit, advocating for judicial reform and an end to capital punishment, a cause that has recently been brought to court by the 37 prisoners still on Taiwan's death row. Here at the Constitutional Court, lawyers for Taiwan's death row inmates argued that the punishment is unconstitutional, that it goes against the right of existence that's enshrined in the country's constitution. The landmark hearing also heard from the government, which argued that the issue of the death penalty should not be decided by a court, but by legislators. Over the years, neither of the main two political parties has moved to abolish the death penalty, which has strong support among the public. According to surveys commissioned by the Justice Ministry, around 80% of Taiwanese want to keep the punishment. Constitutional law expert Jimmy Xu Jiaxin, who gave an advisory opinion to the court, says Taiwanese society is not ready to abolish the death penalty.
As a post-Confucian society, by that I mean, we still have some Confucian legacies. And if you dig into the traditional Chinese law, it's quite clear that, especially with regard to the most serious crimes, the retributive aspect of punishment is quite clear.
But the number of executions in Taiwan has gradually gone down since the country transitioned in the 1990s from authoritarianism to democracy. And no executions have been carried out since 2020. The Constitutional Court was meant to make its decision on the abolition of capital punishment by next week, but it has now announced it will delay this for a maximum of 2 more months. Xu was released in 2012, but in the 12 years that he was on death row, Taiwan executed more than 40 people. He still has nightmares, and to him it's clear the death penalty should not exist.
你死刑，你如果被执行，就无法恢复了嘛，对吧？生命失去就失去了，所以你不知道过几年以后又有几个是冤枉，没有人知道，没有人知道。
Every day after work now, Xu goes for a walk, with no plan in mind and no set course. He says his years behind bars have taught him to cherish what he has today. The freedom to walk outside, his family and his life. Klein, Wang and Louise for TaiwanPlus.